everybody, happy Thursday. Now today's topic is all about dealing with an abrupt stop in therapy. But before we jump into that question, are you new to my channel? Welcome. I put out videos on Mondays and on Thursdays, so make sure you're subscribed and have those notifications turned on so you don't miss out. But let's jump into this question. Katie, how do you deal with an abrupt stop in therapy? Let's say my therapist leaves, moves, is transferred, etc. I just don't know what to do. Now first, I just have to say this because as soon as I read this, I was immediately frustrated. This situation shouldn't ever really happen. Now I know that things can come up in life that we can't plan for. But as a therapist, I know ethically, this should always try to be avoided. And avoided on the side of the therapist, not the patient, okay? And here's why. You have rights. As a patient, I don't know if I've talked about this enough. It's really important for you to understand that you have rights in therapy. Now, if I was to refer a patient out or stop seeing them, I need to give them ample time to meet a new therapist, see if they like them, and get settled in and feel good with the transition. And usually there's no set in stone because this is ethics, not legal, meaning ethics are kind of this gray area of what feels right and what is really good for the other person. Legal is like black and white, it's either right or wrong. Usually the minimum amount of time for that is around 1 month. But I've seen patients for 2 months or a little even more than that before they've found someone that they like and they're ready to transition. So know that you are supposed to be given time to transition smoothly. There shouldn't really be an abrupt stop. You're also entitled to referrals. And in the state of California, it's at least 3. And they have to be good ones, meaning that they must be nearby, so within a reasonable distance of where your other therapist was, and taking new patients. So they can't just give you a list of people they Googled and leave you. They need to give you some people that are similar to them, that you'll most likely like, that are in the same area, and are taking new patients. That's just good practice. You also have the right to ask them to speak with your new therapist. Obviously, you have to sign releases on each side because it's your confidentiality, right? But this allows you to smoothly transition without having to repeat yourself. It can suck to start with a new therapist because we feel like we have to retell our whole life story, and it can be really overwhelming. And you can even ask them to give your file to the new therapist or give you a copy. But I have a whole video about your rights to see your files and all of that, so you can click the link in the description if you want to learn more about your rights pertaining to your actual file. And as a side note, just remember, I'm in the United States of America. I practice in the state of California, and your rights can differ from state to state and country to country. So make sure you ask and understand them. I know at least in my practice and in the state of California, we have to have certain paperwork that you fill out and have a copy of and read when you come in for treatment. And that talks all about your rights. So feel free to ask and make sure you get your own copy so that you understand what your rights are and how they're enforced. Okay, so now to get into the question about how to deal with an abrupt stop in therapy. If it happens, it shouldn't, but if it does, you should get in to see someone else right away. Since you weren't given the time to go through all you had worked on with your previous therapist and all that's possibly come up since they left because it was really abrupt and it could trigger all sorts of attachment issues and just stress and overwhelm, take the first portion of your therapy with someone new to do just that. Grieve, be angry, do whatever you need to do to process it. It's okay, and it's perfectly normal to be upset when things have to stop so quickly. That's honestly why it's not supposed to happen ever, because it's really hard. The relationship that we build is important. It's part of our recovery process. And when that just stops and that person's taken away without any notice can leave us feeling really vulnerable and alone. And something you can do on your own right now if you weren't given any referrals and you don't know where to go, is you can journal about all that you've accomplished in therapy with that previous therapist, what things you still want to work on, and what you liked and maybe didn't like about them. This will not only help you pick someone who's a better fit for you, but also help you keep on track towards your goals and remind you of just how far you've already come. I hope that helps. I know this is so extremely difficult, and like I said, this shouldn't happen for good reason. It's really hard for us to manage and process it through when the person that we've been processing things through with is gone. This video has been brought to you by the Kenyans on Patreon. If you would like to support the creation of these mental health videos, click the link in the description and check it out. So please let me know in the comments down below, are there other things that you did to help move past an abrupt stop in therapy? Are there things that I left out? Let me know in those comments down below, and we will keep working together towards a healthy mind and a healthy body. And I will see you next time. Bye!